your heart. I'm coming home.
What's good, my G's? It's your boy Snow, Ignorant Gamers in the house. How you doing? How you living? How you gaming? If you don't already know, G stands for Gamers. Welcome to the channel for the first time. And if you're here because of the headline that you see below, y'all already know. Now all the subscribers, shout out to y'all. Y'all already know y'all not subscribers. Y'all down with the team IGZ. Hashtag IGZ up. Let's get into this video because this one is a pretty cool one. And I know that there's a little bit of drama behind it too. And I you know, the announcement been made, but you know how we do around here. We get to it when we get to it. So Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, when I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. I'm sorry, I couldn't do that. I couldn't let that not happen. Shout out to the homie BIG. Listen, Nintendo did the NES Classic. I feel some kind of way about that. I'm gonna try not to let that seep into this video. If you want to know why, you can ask that question and I'll turn it into an AMA video. But you know, whatever. Then they go, yo, we gonna do Super Nintendo. After they lied again, let me hold that down. Let me hold that down real quick. We're gonna do Super Nintendo, and we're gonna do it for 80 bucks, which is $20 more. This thing is releasing on September 3rd, September 29th of this year, and it's gonna come with 2 controllers, and I believe the cords are longer than the last one, so you know they're there, right? Look at this. Now you're playing with superpower. Man, this whole little page right here, you know, this is so throwback. This is such a good feeling just to look at this stuff, right? And look at the console. You could tell that's mini, and the controllers look to be the same exact thing. I mean, this is a miniature replica, which is one of the reasons why, you know, I was so attracted to the NES Classic and obviously attracted to the Super Nintendo. Now, real quick before I go any further, what was the one you have the more affinity to? Because I know we got a wide scale of gaming here. So leave me a comment. Is it the NES? Is it the Super Nintendo? Or are you a Nintendo 64 person? Yeah, we're getting up there. Alright, let's keep going. The controllers. Look at that, baby. Look at this. This is so dope. Shout out to the people who had the other color controllers. Anyway, let's just keep it moving. So there's 21 games, which is a shorter amount than what happened last time, but even though it's 80 bucks, $20 more than the NES, I actually don't believe that this is an issue, but I understand in the market that we are in today and how people mindset is today. And you know, hopefully for those who feel some type of way about that, maybe my video will give you some insight to that. And even then, when I give you my 1-2 punch, I'm pretty sure you could still be like, nah bruh, it had its chance. So let's just go over this real quick. You got Super Mario World, that's automatic. You got Mario Go-Kart, that's automatic. You got The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, that's automatic. You got F-Zero automatic, Super Metroid automatic. Now, I am a distant Metroid and Castlevania fan. That does not take away the awesomeness of what this game is. So if you're not a Metroid fan, I'm telling you, you get this, you should try it again. Maybe you didn't like it back in the days. That's myself included. Now, I know y'all see this big graphic right here, and I'm skipping that for a second. Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition. That's not automatic because that's a hard decision, and I'm starting to think that before I came into the video I'm like, I don't know, but now I'm starting to think that maybe that is the right decision. But the new challengers, Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, the version after this game, obviously the original is iconic. Wait a minute, that's 3 Street Fighter games on one 3 Street Fighter 2 games on one console. Capcom. Small little tip that a lot of y'all don't know. Street Fighter Alpha was actually on the SNES. Yeah, that's true. So anyway, this is a hard decision. I'm okay with it. I probably would have wanted the new challenges though. I don't know. I had all 3 back in the days. Silly, right? Super Punch Out automatic. Castlevania 4, that's automatic. Donkey Kong Country automatic. Mega Man X automatic. Kirby Superstar, that's 8 games in one. I'm not sure. For those who are out there, I wasn't a Kirby fan like that. I'm still not really, and it's only because when Kirby came through, he was a little bit too cute for my liking, and I was doing other stuff. Final Fantasy 3, that's debatable for a lot of people. For me, throw that in there. Give the people what they want, especially since another game they put in there that I'm gonna name. One other game that I'm gonna name later. Kirby's Dream's Course. Sorry, that was actually pretty fun. I got forced to play that. That was pretty cool. So I guess you can give that. Star Fox automatic. Star Fox is automatic. Yoshi Island. I'm just gonna. The game was advertised as Super Mario World 2. It really is Yoshi's Island. You know, I felt some kind of way about that because Super Mario World was so dope. Super Mario RPG, that's not for me. You know what I mean? I'm sure that'll work out. Contra 3, The Alien Wars automatic. Secret of Mana automatic. Shout out to Final Fantasy. Earthbound. I still don't feel like my homies here played that. We all know who comes from that game, so it's probably automatic since it's gained popularity. And then Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Yo. Talk about almost cried. Yeah, that's automatic. And the game that I left out last, which is why I believe the $20 is well worth it. This is the never before released, finished back in the days, but never released Star Fox 2. Star Fox 1, the original, was iconic, and I know it doesn't look like that now. It introduced the FX chip that was put inside the cartridge, and a lot of other games, you know, they took that and you know, they ran with it, and you know, it was allowed to do some dope things for that time. Star Fox 2 was heard about, it was completed. I don't know if any reviewers had a preview or anything, but like, this game exists and it was supposedly the shit, and for whatever reason, I don't remember. I know they gave us the reason now, but whatever reason, it just didn't release. So that alone, the shorter games, I feel y'all 20 plus the 1, which is the one you never played before. I feel people on that, especially me, because of these games. Man, I have so many other games that was on my list, and a lot of these games probably couldn't get thrown on this console because of licensing, especially licensing with stuff like the NBA. Although I believe Tecmo made it into the to the last one, but Tecmo's been doing some weird stuff. I kind of want one on my PS4 and my Xbox One, but I know that's not happening. You know, games I would have loved to seen on here, you know, maybe not Pilot Wings, maybe a Gradius, maybe a Super R-Type, maybe Paperboy. Super Bases Loaded, in my opinion, could have got on there. I know you couldn't put, I mean, maybe they could have put Super Tennis, but let's be real, that's a cult favorite. Super Off-Road would have been amazing to throw on there. You know, I'm thinking you couldn't put the wrestling games on there, like WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. You couldn't do that. Maybe Top Gear. Top Gear was my game. We all know you can't put Star Wars on it. You just can't do it. And you probably wouldn't be able to put Turtles in Time in there, or the Tournament Fighters. You probably wouldn't have been able to do that. See, now the NCAA basketball game is a little tricky. I think they could have got that in there. Maybe not, because there's been some division cancellations and changes and stuff like that, so who knows. You know, the Madden series, you know, you wasn't gonna get NBA Showtime Live or Bulls versus whoever. Maybe they could have got Sparkster in there, you know what I mean? Maybe oh, you know what, Super Bomberman 1 or 2, y'all could have got that in there. Maybe Sunset Riders. Now I know y'all wouldn't have been able to get Battletoads in there because of, you know, some other stuff, but maybe even Final Fight, because as I'm looking through the list, you know, of what's here already, man, you don't even got Super Double Dragon. Like, this game is missing a side scroller beat 'em up. I mean, sorry, this console is missing a side scroller beat 'em up, because you got side scroller shoot 'em ups here, but you ain't got no side scroller beat 'em ups. Like, that would have, I you know, Final Fight 2 might have just did that. You know, I wonder if they could have got Ariel the Acrobat. I know they wouldn't have got King Griffey. Oh, you know what they probably could have put in? UNRELEASED. UNRELEASED was a dope game that I think a lot of people missed. I know you're not going to get Earthworm Jim. You know, I would have loved to see Maximum Carnage in there with all the Spider-Man stuff that's going on, but you know, Acclaim is defunct. I think they were behind that, or LJN, or whoever. They all belong to the same company. Killer Instinct, we know not happening. Toy Story is licensing. You know, maybe Pack Attack could have made up for the the lack of a Tetris game in there, because there's like 4 or 5 Tetris games, even a Tetris Dr. Mario game that's on the Super Nintendo, even a Populous game if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, Double Dragons, Stone Protectors probably would have been caught up in some garbage. But then if they got the Tecmo, I gotta check the list to see if they got the Tecmo in the first one, because then we could have got Tecmo in the second one. You know what I mean? So like, you know, it's just so weird to see the list 20. I wish they could have did 25 instead of 21. You know what I mean? And make the 25th game Star Fox 2. So anyway, you know, I'm just gonna flash, you know, a list of games that I've played, that I enjoy, that came to my mind or whatever. I probably flash it. I might flash it. I don't know. I'm gonna flash it, but you know, I do think this is a really, really, really good lineup, especially for the nostalgia crowd. Like, you know, my older brother would probably love this. I think he would love this. Actually, he would like it a lot. He could play it with his kids or whatever, take it back to something, you know, a little bit more traditional, classic in ways of, like, you know, side scroller stuff. He would have loved Top Gear or Super Off-Road or Super Bases Loaded. That would have put him over the top with this. But you know, or maybe even Mario All-Stars would have put him up there too. But like, I understand why that game's not on here. But yeah, I you know, ain't no beef for me with this, man. No real beef, you know what I mean? I just, my only beef that could actually happen with this is if they do the same garbage and they give the same explanation that they did with the NES. And I'm not gonna get into that because the video is kind of like on a high note, so I'm just gonna end it there. Yo, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, anything, yo, leave in the comment section. We'll get back at you. Shout out to you if you still made it to the end of the video. Like I said, hashtag IGZUp. Let me know what's your favorite 5 Super Nintendo games. Let's just do it like that. Even if they're not on the list, I don't care. But yo, I'm out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the bell even if you are or aren't subscribed yet. And yeah, take a look around the channel. Your boy Snow, repping Ignorant Gamers, and I'm gone. Peace.